Hi, everyone. Today I will show you globally harmonized system hazardous materials. Those of you who are new, please subscribe to my channel, and thanks to those who did. Be sure to subscribe to get the next video. Today's video is essential for EHS professionals or who handle chemicals. Let's get started. Today's content: hazardous materials, HAZMAT, classification of hazardous materials, GHS hazard class, hazard communication, HazCom, GHS label, pictograms, SDS, and chemical firefighting. Globally harmonized system GHS of classification and labeling of chemicals and chemical firefighting. Hazardous materials are those chemicals that are solid, liquid, or gaseous in any form and are dangerous to animals and the environment. These substances include radioactive, flammable, explosive, corrosive, oxidizing, suffocating, biohazardous, toxic, pathogenic, or allergenic, etc. According to the National Fire Protection Association and FPA 704, USA, where chemical substances are stored in containers or vessels or buildings or warehouses, there should be mention of 4 types of hazards according to the hazard. For example, health hazards, flammability, instability, and special hazards. According to the Hazardous Materials Transportation Act, 1975 of the USA, all containers or vessels or tanks that are stored and transported or transferred with dangerous substances must be attached to diamond-shaped pictograms or placards so that it is easy to know how much or what kind of dangerous substances are stored. For example, red is flammable, orange is explosive, and green is non-flammable or non-toxic. HAZMAT is an abbreviation for hazardous materials. HAZMATs include such substances as toxic chemicals, fuels, nuclear waste products, and biological, chemical, and radiological agents. Classification of hazardous materials: HAZMAT Class 1, explosives. Class 2, gases. Class 3, flammable liquids. Class 4, flammable solids or substances. Class 5, oxidizing agents and organic peroxides. Class 6, toxic and infectious substances. Class 7, radioactive substances. Class 8, corrosives. Class 9, miscellaneous dangerous substances, is a system for classifying and labeling chemicals according to their intrinsic hazardous properties. The GHS is based on the mandate from the 1992 United Conference on Environment and Development, UNST, for the development of such a system as stated in paragraphs 26 and 27 of Agenda 21, Chapter 19, Program Area B. In 2002, it was agreed by the United Nations that all countries should be encouraged to implement the GHS by 2008. Globally, 72 countries have adopted GHS so far. GHS hazard class and hazard category such as physical 17, health 11, and environmental 2.
Physical hazards 17 classes: explosives, flammable gases, aerosols, oxidizing gases, gases under pressure, flammable liquids, flammable solids, self-reactive substances, pyrophoric liquids, pyrophoric solids, self-heating substances. Substances which, in contact with water, emit flammable gases, oxidizing liquids, oxidizing solids, organic peroxides, corrosive to metals, desensitized explosives. Health hazards 11 classes: acute toxicity, oral/dermal/inhalation, skin corrosion/irritation, serious eye damage/eye irritation, respiratory sensitization, skin sensitization, germ cell mutagenicity, carcinogenicity, reproductive toxicology. Target organ systemic toxicity, single exposure, target organ systemic toxicity, repeated exposure, aspiration toxicity. Environmental hazards 2 classes: hazardous to aquatic environment, acute/chronic, hazardous to the ozone layer.
HazCom is an abbreviation for hazard communication. 2 key elements of hazard communication enforcement are labeling and safety data sheet. Globally harmonized system GHS label. GHS pictograms and hazards. Physical hazards class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Health hazards class, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Environmental hazards class, 29, A, 29, B, 30. Chemical identification by chemical names or formula, chemical abstracts service number, United Nations number, labels of chemical hazards warning sign. You can know the details of hazardous chemicals names, chemical behavior, and material safety data sheet through chemical mobile apps such as Wiser, ERG 2020, Chemical Firefighting. Importance of chemical fire safety, prevention of fire. 3 elements are necessary for a fire to occur: fuel, oxygen, heat. So, 100% fire prevention practically may not. Extinguishing agents can be used: water, dry sand, ash, inert gas, dry chemical, and wet chemicals or mixed in nature of approved type. Agents will be selected as per the area have to extinguished. Firefighting is required for the following hazard classes and categories of physical hazards. Safety data sheet. Hazard class 6. Hazard class 4, 13, 14. Some chemicals are mentioned along with extinguishing media. Certain chemicals and metals for which the use of water is prohibited on fire. Must know in case of a chemical fire. Should be no chemical name and amount. Use remote control firefighting system. If you can't extinguishing the fire, let it burn. All people move out to a safe distance. Emergency evacuation must. Thank you for watching my video so patiently.